starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Artest and Powell in the forward slot. Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. And Bynum. And for the Celtics, Kevin Garnett and Jermaine O'Neal at the 4 and 5. Ray Allen, Paul Pierce on the wings. And Rondo. One thing I like about the Lakers, this is a team that not only Clark is a solid team at home, but they are just as terrific on the road.
Well, 23 road wins is a good mark, Kevin, but they won 29 the year before, so they did go a step back. But nonetheless, when you've got the kind of championship pedigree that this team has, you're not so much worried about what your numbers say as much as you are about how healthy you are and what level are we playing at when it's time to go in the postseason.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin.
For 3!
This team's offensive forte is really just being smart with the ball and limiting their mistakes. And because of that, Coach told me that they don't need to force things at the opponent's end of the floor. They just need to wait for opportunities to present themselves and then take advantage of it when they do, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. Mark, is there anything that can really be done about shooting once the game begins?
I don't think so. Shooting is about confidence and form and technique and mechanics, but shot selection is something coaches will harp on.
For the Lakers, Clark, on the road, I'd say it was a relative step back, and I'm agreeing with you at that point. You've got to guard home court.
Yep.
And then I guess you just say, just give me a winning record on the road.
Oh, yeah, exactly, because you look across the league, typically you're only going to have, 6, 7 teams, maybe 8, that have significant road winning records. So, clearly, anytime you're above 500 on the road, and you do a good job at home, then you feel like you've got a chance to make a run in the playoffs.
And the elite teams, the old Chicago Bulls with MJ, Kobe's, and Shaq's Lakers, and we've had some anomalies over the years.
Yeah.
But a winning record on the road is, I think, a victory under its own season. Here's the replay on the strike slam game.
Great D leads to easy offense.
Ray Allen, even at his age, is still a sight to behold when he takes that jump shot.
Yeah, he really is. He's got one of the sweetest jump shots we've ever seen in the history of the game. As pretty a shot as we'll see. Not just because it looks good, it goes in.
Moment of the game. Oh. Kobe.
And here's Rondo. Just over 3 minutes left in the first. And him against Kevin.
Oh, block.
Kept alive. The second effort. That one is good on the layup. Allen's got his first 2 points.
He didn't have a lot of game with his back to the basket, but that time he found a way to get it done in there. That's a pretty good move for a guy who don't expect to score in the paint.
So with Ray Allen, Clark, you see him being that way for the next few years as specialist?
You know, he's a better all-around player than people are giving him credit for. I mean, his shooting is so superb and so special that that's what draws the most attention. But he's a good all-around basketball player.
He stretches those defenses, though, with that shot.
Yeah, he does.
Here's Rondo, poked away. Here comes Kobe. 7 points in the game. And Allen picks him up defensively.
3.
Kobe, no luck. And it's the Celtics with the ball. From 11 feet away. And Boston turns it over.
Yes.
Good defensive footwork shut down his path to the basket.
Making a switch here with the Celtics. Kristich has checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Lamar Odom, he's checked in for Bynum. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Ron Artest. Here's Kobe. 2:13 left in the first quarter. With age comes wear and tear, and the Celtics experienced some of those injuries when you look at last season. Garnett and Pierce having knee issues. But you know what, Clark? Even youngsters on their team got banged up. Big baby Glenn Davis, he had a thumb injury, a broken thumb. He had an ankle injury. I mean, health is such a big issue for young and old.
Yeah, that's just part of the game, Kevin. You hope that you're fortunate as a team not to have crippling injuries to key players. And Rondo's hamstring, I think a part of it is just playing in a tough division. And another part is certainly age. That's a factor. But you can't say that for guys like Rondo and even Big Baby Davis.
And it's the Celtics with the ball, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant.
He hasn't been able to get on track here.
And that one's good, Barnes.
As the defenders were getting back on defense, trying to protect the basket, he got a good look from downtown and said, why not? Nice 3 ball.
Clark, you mentioned health last year for the Celtics. Health has to be a concern for them again this year, too.
Without question, it's a matter of the coaching staff and the players massaging their limbs, taking care of their bodies, and doing the things necessary to be ready come postseason time.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, there is no doubt that Kobe Bryant is one of the hardest working superstars in the NBA. He said, I just want to get better. It's fun for me to learn new things. I feel like a kid when I have an opportunity to do that. As long as I play the game, I want to continue to get better. Kevin, his love for the game is what makes him such a gym rat. His passion unsurpassed.
And the game's in his veins. I can think, Doris, it's what he loves. Thank you. Rondo passes to Allen. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
They're losing the battle on the boards here early. Not by a bunch, but here and there, just not quite in the best position.
Boston trailing. Rondo against Fisher. On the line, and it's Boston with another.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, both teams have been on the tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
The dump off. From deep. Kept alive. Tie game in Boston. And it's been a tight game as the second quarter gets going. Here's Blake. Here's out there with Glenn Davis. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Delonte West and O'Neal. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Bynum. Scooped up. A second chance effort. And it's Gasol getting it to go. Gasol's got his first basket.
You have to block this guy out, Kevin. He's just too active on the boards to be left alone. Gasol and Bryant speak to each other in advantage, so their opponents aren't quite sure of what they're talking about. They do recognize, though, that combination is lethal.
Blake with it. Saves away. It's Gasol missing.
With his shooting ability, he might as well have shot that one from half court. No chance.
Here's Rondo. We talked about Gasol and Kobe both speaking Spanish. I sense there's a very vibrant chemistry between the two.
Yeah, and I think you're accurate there, Kevin. I mean, you watch those two guys, how they can make eye contact with one another. They truly have a good relationship between the lines, and it's a legal one for opponents.
I think they push each other.
They do. They push each other. They raise the bar on one another and hold each other accountable, too.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Some changes for Boston. Green comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Allen in for Rajon Rondo. The Lakers also changing it up. On our test, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. Here's West. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Guarded by Blake. From the strike. Shot's good from West.
What a hard-fought game. They're trading baskets, trading elbows, trading attitude. It's a battle.
Bynum with it. Here's Odom. And there's another one for the Lakers. Here's West. Just 3 minutes left in the half. Leads him in the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
Way to distribute the basketball.
Here's Blake. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, there were a lot of questions about whether last season would be Phil Jackson's final one, whether he'd retire. After they won the title and he set a record for most coaching championships, he said he leaned towards retiring. He decided to return, though, saying, "Count me in." After a couple of weeks of deliberation, it's time to get back to the challenge of putting together a team that can defend its title. It'll be the last stand for me, and I hope it's a grand one. Guys, good to have him back.
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris.
Got an open look out there in transition and did not hesitate. That's a nice shot.
And here's Boston, trailing by 5. Back to Green. And he drops it in on the lane.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Lakers lead by 3. Ryan kicks it to Oda. Behind the arc. Rebound by Ray Allen. And here are the Celtics now. It's a 3-point game.
Good execution on the break, leads to a nice bucket.
Here's Blake. He's got 6. West picks him up. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. Turnover. Some changes for Boston. Kristich is checked in. And Paul Pierce is subbed in for Ray Allen. And then for the Lakers, Pau Gasol's checked in for Oda. Kobe comes in for Shannon Brown. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Steve Blake. Here's Rondo. 6 points for him.
Hurry up!
He's covered by Fisher. Rondo kept alive to the inside. The 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And it's the Lakers' ball. Kobe, that's for 2. And again, the Lakers, no good. Lakers are a good defensive team last year. Clark holding their opponents to just 33% shooting from beyond the arc. You know the 3-point shot is the great equalizer. To have that kind of 3-point defense speaks volume.
It really does, and that led the league in that particular category, Kevin. Teams that rely heavily on the 3-ball really struggled against the Lakers, and I think part of that was the length. The Lakers able to get out and challenge that 3-point line, and everybody is conscious of making that a key part of what they do defensively. I think he's really starting to lose confidence in his shot. This is getting to him. That was vicious. I mean, real vicious. He hung on the rim just to say, you realize this is my basketball.
That is a nice finishing touch, Clark.
You think he bent the rim there, Kevin?
He did, sure. Forget it. It's tipped. Pierce with the steal. Goes up. Shot is off. And the Lakers go with it the other way. Let's go with a 3. Artest, good. Artest's got 6.
A fast break left the defense scrambling to react, and they couldn't get to him in time.
Here's Kristich. Stays good. The assist from Rondo. And we're all tied up at 32. Here's Gasol. Can't hit the jumper after freeing himself up with the pump fake. And here are the Celtics now. Got a piece of it. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's Rondo. He's got 6. Allen for the 3. Nice D by Kobe.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime.
Rondo playing well. 6 points and 5 assists.
Back here in just a moment here in Boston.
No, please. Let me just play. Let me just play. Go on my channel.
It's Saturday, everyone's favorite day of the week. Let's do it right with HP at the half. The Celtics are making every effort to win. A huge advantage in points in the paint. They're having their way inside. Some great basketball in today's action from these two as they've led the way in scoring for their teams. Thanks so much for tuning in.
The second half now getting underway, and it's been a very close ball game so far. Here's Fisher. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. Powell and Bynum filling up the middle. And Artest. The Celtics on offense. Rondo kicks to Garnett. Gasol covering. PG, that's good.
Kevin, this has really been a competitive game.
Kevin Garnett, the big ticket.